we're near the end of the course now, and we've gone really deep into philosophy, which has been nice. So I think it'd be a good idea to end on some meditation. People are probably wondering, how do we meditate? So, or how do you meditate? So if you could teach us maybe some of the benefits and how we do it, that'd be great.
Sure. Before I get into meditation, maybe just a few words on the mind, the dreaded mind. In the world today, they say it's all in the mind. And it's a very powerful statement. To me, it essentially means two things. The mind creates reality because everything begins in our minds, and a thought leads to an action, which leads to a result. So the mind creates reality, and the mind also translates reality once we've created it. So our state of mind really is such an important determining factor in our experience of life. And similarly, in our spiritual endeavors, the mind is the tool which can elevate us spiritually and can also bring us down.
Right.
And therefore, meditation is all about focusing the mind and bringing the mind in connection with the spiritual reality. So that's what we're going to do today.
Okay.
We're going to do a particular type of meditation called mantra meditation. Okay, so meditation has many benefits in the world today. Corporate firms, schools, universities are seeing that by meditating you reduce stress, you bring more clarity, you bring in more focus, and you just become someone who functions much more efficiently and effectively. So meditation is very powerful. So it has many physical and mental benefits. And ultimately, it has a very deep spiritual benefit as well. Now, just to give you an example, like if you would hear one of your favorite songs from, say, 10 years ago, I won't say 20 because you're not that old, but 10
Not
years
Spice
ago.
Girls.
The Spice Girls. Well, I mean,
That was a joke.
that was a joke.
Okay, yeah.
When you hear that song, what would happen?
Now I'm hearing it, unfortunately. But I start to kind of, you start to kind of feel a certain sense of what it was like at a certain time.
It brings back memories, it brings back emotions, it brings back a sense of where you were in life and what you were doing. And so sound has an intimate connection with our consciousness. And so mantras are like spiritual sounds which invoke spiritual consciousness, just as material sounds invoke material consciousness. So a mantra is essentially that spiritual sound which helps us to bring about that elevated spiritual consciousness.
Okay.
Mana means mind and tra means to free. So mantra means a sound vibration to free the mind. So shall we give it a go? Give it a try.
Yeah.
Are you
I
up
see
for
you've
that?
got the-
Yeah, I've got the beads here. So you don't have to use beads to meditate, but when we do mantra meditation, the beads help to bring that focus and also give us a little bit of discipline to our meditation. So these are the beads we use. They have 108 beads and a nice little head bead here. So Ryan, you got a choice of two. Take your pick.
Let's take those.
Okay, go for the smaller one.
Yeah. Get through it quicker. Or are they the same number?
They're the same number. They're
I was
108.
trying to take the shortcut.
Yeah. So, I mean, these are the beads we use. So, we hold the beads between the finger and the thumb, just
Okay,
like that.
That one's up. Okay.
Yeah, we avoid that one. We generally use these two fingers.
Okay.
And the way we do this type of meditation is we chant the mantra on each bead. So the mantra that we're chanting is called the Maha Mantra. Maha is a Sanskrit word which means great. So the Maha Mantra is a great mantra, a very powerful mantra. And the Maha Mantra is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay.
Got it?
It'll take a while to remember, but
So what we do is we chant this mantra on each bead, and once we've chanted it, we just kind of move on to the next bead. And then we chant the mantra again, and we move on to the next bead, and the next bead, and the next bead. And we go all the way round like that.
Okay, I'm up for this, yeah.
Yeah, so when you do the chanting, it can take you anything between 5 and 10, sometimes 5 and 15 minutes, just depending on your speed, and you'll get quicker as time goes by. Now, the essence of the meditation is just to hear the mantra. You just chant it loud enough so you can hear it. And I'll just give you a few tips for the meditation, and I call them the 4 P's. So when you're meditating, the first P is posture. Keep good posture, so no slouching. Try and get your back straight.
Can I cross my legs?
You can if it will help. Otherwise, whatever situation is comfortable for you. So the posture helps to keep the mind steady and keep focused. So the first P is posture. The second P is pronunciation. So when you chant the mantra, try to chant it very clearly, pronouncing each word very distinctly. The third P is prayerful. So the mantra that we're chanting, the Maha Mantra, is essentially a mantra which is a call to God for us to be connected to Him, to re-establish our relationship of love with Him, and to be reconnected with Him in a relationship of service. And so when we have that very deep prayerful mood, as George Harrison sung in his famous song, I really want to see you. Mm-hmm. When we sing in that mood and we chant in that mood, then it brings a very deep connection. So the third P is prayerful. And the final P, which might be the hardest, is prioritize. And what I mean by that is try to prioritize your meditation by doing it first thing in the morning.
Well, when you say first thing, what do you mean by that?
Ideally, between 5 and 7 in the morning. The morning hours are said to be very powerful and very spiritually conducive hours to make a spiritual connection.
Okay.
So those are the 4 P's. We'll get onto the first bead there. I hope your posture's right.
Perfect.
You can close your eyes if you like, because that helps you to be less distracted. And what we'll basically do is just chant the mantra together, and we'll just try and get absorbed in that sound vibration in a prayerful mood, and in this way try to make that spiritual connection. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, I'm ready already.
You're ready?
I've got the eyes closed, I'm ready to go.
Okay, let's do it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram.